Hey everybody, it's Charlie and I am back. I know that it's not Friday and I've been kind of missing my something slightly different and I thoroughly apologize for that. But, so I'm making up for it sort of on a Saturday night during March Madness. For some of you, that has relevance. For other people, I hold it not against you, but it's basketball. And I'm a college basketball fan, so I would definitely be still reviewing college basketball games if they still made them, and if they weren't made by EA. But that's a different story for a different time. So, why am I making this video tonight? Well, I definitely have to talk about the fact that the Ouya is going to change its developer requirements. And no, they're not going away from Android, but what they're going to do is they're going to drop the requirement of having to have a free version of the game for people to play. What this means is that demos are no longer going to be required, I believe, starting next month. So there's going to be some games that are on there that you're probably going to have to just read about and look at the pictures and maybe a video of. But otherwise, unless you want to pay the price, you're not going to be able to play the game. Yes, now there are going to be free-to-play games with microtransactions. That's not going to go away. But, yeah, I guess, yeah, they're not going away. So, have no fear. Now, okay, so here's the real reason why I didn't post yesterday, and I'm a little late posting today. I guess I can let the cat out of the bag a little bit. I am currently in the process of creating a Patreon campaign. If you want more information on what the heck Patreon is, it's basically like a long, it's not really Kickstarter, it kind of is, but it isn't. Basically, what Patreon does, and you can of course go to www.patreon.com, which is Patreon.com. Basically, what it is it's a site where you can launch a campaign that's an ongoing thing. Some people do it like artists or comic book creators or just webcomic artists. They can do it on a per release basis, which means that let's say that you pledge a certain amount per whatever their what's the word I'm looking for? Not delineation, but whatever their milestones are. There we go. We'll just stick with milestones. Okay. So like if you're like a painter. To help offset some of the cost of maybe your paints, your paintbrushes, your canvases, whatever, you may launch a Patreon campaign and say, please pledge whatever amount of money you can afford. Of course, if you pledge higher, maybe you get some cool little things. Or sometimes people are so wrapped up in their stuff that they really can't give you uber awesome stuff. But showing some extra love to continue to see their products might be just enough. So basically, Alter Confusion is going to, or I, as Alter Confusion, am going to launch a Patreon campaign very, very, very soon, hopefully tomorrow. If I can actually create a video that is catchy. Let's just say catchy. Basically, because Alter Confusion is so sporadic with the times we post the videos, and because we also have so many different pieces to the website, I would never, ever try to make someone pledge a dollar amount per post of anything on the website. That just doesn't make any sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to change it to per month basis. Now, of course, there is, Patreon is basically you have patrons. So at any time you can drop you'd be like, well, I've, been giving this guy $1 every single month and I want to stop. Cool. You can cut it out, nothing. It's not like Kickstarter. Once your money's there, it's locked in forever. Now, I'm not saying that you can, try to gain the money that you have pledged beforehand, but you can definitely, jump out. Like, for Kickstarter, like the majority of the board games that I have pledged, I spent $100 on. I still, let's say I still don't have that board game. I can't just say, well, you know, pledged 100, and right now you're like in month 7, so I should be able to get like $30 back or something, you know. Wow, I totally derailed. Okay, anyways, we're gonna do a Patreon project. I cannot remember what the little, like, you know, list goals. I mean, I know what the goals are. We want to bring back the podcast. We want to bring back the webcomic. I know that there's people out there who want those two. Through Patreon, we might be able to do it. We may want to play some board games. I mean, shit. I love board games. I know people love board games, so let's do some board games. But other than that, I believe that's all that we're trying to do. So be on the lookout. I'll definitely be posting it on Alter Confusion. You'll also see it on Facebook, on Google Plus, and on Twitter, my personal Twitter, and of course the Alter Confusion Twitter. And if you're lucky enough to be in my LinkedIn network as of now, you will definitely be getting a little. And of course, if you want to link in with me, you just got to find me, Charlie Hawkins, or just search for Alter Confusion, and I come up. Yeah, I think that's about it. I wish I could make this video longer, but I gotta watch some basketball because I like basketball. Oh, speaking of which, I know this has like no relevance to the majority of people who are probably watching this, but my family bought me a basketball goal, but it was all assembly required. And today I finally assembled it and actually took the first shot. So I am like pumped and also really, really freaking tired. So I'm probably rambling at this point, so I'm going to cut it out. Wow, that was not planned, but it worked. Okay, so games. I am going to be writing up a review of the DLC for Blackguards tomorrow. I will be also writing the Infamous review, not Infamous, the Second Son, but the review that I've always been promising but I've never written. That, of course, is Puzzle Quest, or Marvel Puzzle Quest. I will write that review tomorrow. And I think that's it. So yeah, if you are an independent developer and you would like for us to take a look at your game, please email us, or actually just go to the website or hit us up on Facebook. But you can also email me directly at charlie.hawkins, HAWKINS, at altered-confusion.com. Yes, of course, you can hit our website there. You can hit altered-confusion.com if you don't want to do alteredconfusion.com. But whatever. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully these something slightly different will continue to, you know, actually show up when they're supposed to. If they do not, please feel free to scream at me on the website, or catch me during the Thursday live broadcast, either in the first 30-minute section or the second 15 to 30-minute section, or sometimes an hour. Depends on how long Zelius can last. But anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon.